is a new year, and I do want to kind of go over some of the stuff that's happened with the channel over the course of this year, because we've had quite the changes over the past, well, ever. So maybe let's go ahead and talk about some of that for a little bit, because some of that, it pertains to you guys, because if you watch the channel, then this affects you, at least insofar as you continue to watch my content. So, at the beginning of this year, I had really, really bad mental health. Like, it was not good. I was cutting streams out early. I was not getting videos out on time, which that really hasn't ever changed, but it was much worse then. And I started going to therapy. And that helped a shit ton. I'm not even going to lie. That helped get me back on track mentally very, very well. But over the course of that time, we also had COVID hit. You know, the Rona. It came to town and decided that, hey, your friends and family don't matter. What if we just started putting their heads on the chopping blocks? And aside from the fact that a few of my friends did get infected, and I did have some family get infected, I don't believe I personally lost anybody during this, at least not that I am mostly aware of. So there is at least that, and that's good. But there is something that I did lose during this, and that was a lot of traction. See, even with the channel, or even with my mental health going down, I could at least attribute that the performance of my channel was not doing well because of that. Well, then the channel got stolen, and of course there was the month-and-a-half-long fiasco where that happened. Hey, the dryer's done. I'm so glad we have one of those again. The last one broke. So, in this last year, we had a good month and a half or so where the channel got stolen and then had to get it back. Now, anybody who is a YouTuber, or has done YouTube before and has ever gotten any amount of success and then seen like what happens to their numbers with that, traction for my channel went down the drain because, well, channel was gone. It was stolen, and the algorithm doesn't really look favorably on things when you don't upload for a month and a half after you've had a steady upload schedule for the last decent bit of time. So then I went, okay, well, I'm going to start pumping out content and getting myself set back up. And the channel did start to gain traction again. Things started going back to where they were somewhat originally. I never got the same amount of views, and I never got the same amount of revenue, but things were at least looking like, you know, maybe in another year's time I can repair this damage. Maybe. Then we got to the point where we started needing finances incredibly badly. So I moved to this format because I was, again, slacking on getting videos out on time, and with the amount of views that I was gaining on videos, we're now stuck in the situation where if I'm getting 3,000 to 4,000 views on a video, I can't just deal with getting 2 videos out and a couple live streams out every week, because at that point, I'm making like, what, $60 to $70 a week, which is, I'm sure, enough for somebody to look at and go, well, that's what your content's worth. And you know what? On some days, I think that my content's worth maybe a little less than that. But I do have a responsibility for taking care of myself and my family. So, during this, I decided, you know what, let's try streaming every day. Or not every day, but streaming enough to upload twice a day. That took everything out of me. Holy crap. I'm not doing that again. But I am still trying to upload almost every day, based on stuff that's coming in from the streams. And hopefully you guys have enjoyed that. It means there's a constant stream of content here, and if we are on a stream together, we can interact here, but if not, then at least you'll be able to catch the more important bits afterwards. So I started doing that, but I made a mistake, I believe. A year and a half ago, I made this mistake before, and that's I started gaming on my channel, started doing some gaming content on it. Not realizing that my channel being in the precarious position that it was in, I shouldn't have done that. Not then and not now, because by doing it then and now, I noticed that my numbers dropped to almost nothing. It happened before, and it's happening again. If you look on Social Blade at my channel, the subscriber numbers have basically stagnated. They've flatlined completely. And I believe a majority of that is my fault, for a combination of things. One was just pointed out to me on Twitter. I haven't been able to keep my hand really on the pulse of what's been going on politically lately. I'm very behind the curve on a lot of things because I've had to focus on my own stuff, and I'll get into that here in a second. And the other thing is that these experiments that I've been doing on my channel have probably disenfranchised some viewers. More than likely. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, and nor would I fault any of you. I am... For 3 years, I've been using an avatar to talk and slowly improving on that particular format, and then suddenly we switch to this format where I'm less composed, I'm less edited, things are a lot less put together, and the aesthetics aren't as good because, of course, you're not looking at a cartoon representation of me that looks somewhat better. You're looking at just me, which, let's be completely honest, is not the most pleasant thing to look at. So, understanding that the format changes and me doing some things that maybe didn't give the algorithm the best look at my channel, whenever YouTube is trying to suggest me to somebody, it's probably sitting there going, well, atheism, gaming, and it's never quite in a single category. So I think what I need to do is focus my content down. But here's where the ball gets kind of thrown back to you guys. This is not me throwing the ball back in that, oh, I'm blaming you. No, that's not what's happening here. I'm going to throw the ball back to you guys because I want to get your feedback. Feedback from people in the live chat right now. Feedback from everybody in the comment section when this is uploaded as a video. I want to know what you think the channel should do going forward, because this is as much my channel as it is your channel. As much as I would like to just sit back and make the content that I want to make, there is a certain level of that I have to understand is I'm making content for consumption. I'm making content for people to consume, for people to enjoy or get informed by or what have you. So what content of mine have I done in the past, or have I done recently, that you've enjoyed a lot? Which would you like to see more of in the future? And conversely, what content of mine from the past and from now would you rather not see any more of? What stuff would you rather not deal with on the channel going forward? Basically, when a video goes live and you see it, which are the ones that make you go, I don't want that one. I'm going to just not click that one. I'm not going to watch it, not even give it a view. What are the videos that I do that make you do that? Hopefully, I can maybe get a bit of an idea of what people do like, don't like, and kind of figure out where we should be going forward, because 2021 is a new year. And I'm not trying to do a whole New Year's resolution thing, though jokingly I will say my New Year's resolution is to fix my channel. But this year has been an incredibly rough one for my channel. I saw 2 good years of really substantial growth for my channel, and then suddenly this year, things have just flatlined and stagnated, and it's a mixture of circumstance and also my fault and also things that I might not even know about. So I want to see what I can do to improve, because at the end of the day, I do not want this to be a Debbie Downer moment. I do not want this to be me going, things are just so bad. I want this to be, what can I do to improve? What can I do to make things better for me? What can I do to make things better for you? So let me know in the comments section. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in whichever way you want the things that you want to see more of, the things that you want to see less of, so that maybe in this next year, in 2021, we can go forward without having as many issues. At least on the channel side. We got some issues in 2021 we need to address where the country is concerned and where other topics are concerned. But just strictly in this little virtual space, maybe we can figure some stuff out.